Morning, no. Good morning to you all. It's Season Ewa here. Out for early morning jaunt. Just wanted to just catch touch base. Um, it's beautiful morning. If cold. I've got my. I'm on a mobility scooter, as you see. It's cool. You won't know it is because I do it in the way that I style it out. So you won't see it, but it's good. It's a Saturday. Um, I want to wish you all a. It's the second day, I believe. Sorry, it's the third day of the week in Yoruba Day. The third day of the week in Yoruba calendar. Kojoda. For many on you following. Um, just want to tell you a couple of things. As you join us, please do subscribe to this Newa on YouTube. Hit notification button. Give us thumbs up. Help us grow the platform. We really do need your support. Um, Many of the things that we're doing um, is to try and raise awareness. This platform is about enlightenment, awareness, and making people aware of their rights and holding those elected to office to account. So that's what we're doing. Thank you very much. All right, have a good day. So so um, it's nurses being so anyway, no, that was a nurse that was just walking past. So and that's speaking of nurses. Then these are many of them. They are Africans in this country. The nurses are Africans. Many of them are Africans in this country, and it's because back home we're not being allowed to, flourish. And by the way, I just saw a minister for electricity blaming people for consumption of electricity. Why worry about what they're consuming when you're not producing? Why worry about what people are not consuming when you are not producing? Your focus is to produce. If they use it, they will pay for it. It's not free. And the way they talk about things, I'm going to really come and look at that video. And I want you to think about to see the mentality of those who were elected to office. And that's why I keep saying to you all, we need to participate in our governance. If we hold them to account, and I know people are going to say, oh, this one is going to get shot, you will get killed. And are people not being killed right now? Are people not being shot right now? Are people not starving right now? So when you come and say, oh, you will get shot, you will get killed, you will, all of this stuff, what does that mean? What does that really mean? So, I mean, I think we need to do a real thing. And I've said it. In terms of going for Yoruba Nation, we can forget that right now. We should forget that. Of, okay. So I'm going to have to go around the other way. Yeah, in terms of going for Yoruba Nation, forget that right now. I think we need to put our effort into how we can help our people to hold their governance to account, i.e., begin to make sure that they can participate in their governance. That's the only way we can get anything done. If you are going to be afraid of what is coming and say, oh, I'm not going to, I don't want to be, we must all, and let's not stop, let's stop this mentality of, oh, I, I want to be the one, I'm going to be the one doing it. I have to lead it. I think we got to see ourselves all as collectively leaders. Then it makes it easier for us to take the action we need to take. But once we start saying, I'm waiting for one person to lead, you be the leader. You be the example of what you want to see. Be that example. Shine that light. Become part of that process. That way, you will be able to get. We'll be able to get what we need. But if you are becoming afraid, oh, I'm afraid. You know what? They may just get. It's scary. No, don't doubt this will, and it's a conditioning. And I want to say to you all, If you are following any of those religions, and I'm not apologetic, those religions, they are wasting your time. They're not, you will never get the things you need, the infrastructure. If you want infrastructure in your community, and you want water, you want light, you want roads, you want schools, you want bridges, the you won't find it in the church and the mosque. You won't. You won't. Now, what I want you to do is this. Many of you who are going to the churches and the mosques, many of you who are going to church and mosques now, if you're still going and you are now awake, you need to start preaching about this. That look, I know you go to the church, I know you go to the mosque, but they will not help you. The only people that will help you is participating in your governance. Here are the things you need to do, and you start talking about becoming a local community association member. Most important, um, if you're going to protest first, protest fine, but become a member of the local community association is a must. You have to be. When you do that, that's the next step. Then you have a record of the Constitution of Nigeria. I've said it before. I'm doing on this show for over a year now that I've been talking about. Look, this is what we're going to do. Money. This is what we're going to do. We are going to what? We are going to question those we elect to office. I will read to you section 14 to see. I'm here now. I'll read to you directly. It says, sovereignty belongs to the people of Nigeria, from whom the government, through this constitution, that all its powers are not. That's section 14.2. Section 14.2 states, the participation by the people in the government shall be ensured in accordance with the provisions of this constitution. Please do share this broadcast. The only people that can help us right now is us. Nobody else. Nobody else can help us. The only people that can help us. And I need you to remove the fear of, oh, what if I get killed? And what if people are dying right now? People are dying right now. And they're dying because they are afraid. They are afraid. And that's the real problem. They're dying from fear. Oh, I'm afraid. Oh, I don't want anything to happen. You know. So So this is a park run that they're doing here, um, and I'm just here waiting and watching. I go out. It's a nice Saturday morning, and I just need you. 1 second, please. 1 second. Yeah. So, oops. So they're giving information out as to people who are running and things like that, and what they should do. Um, but like I said, I was saying, we need to be very, very clear about one thing. We must participate in our governance. If you are just sitting down and you're thinking, oh, I'm going to wait for some place, I'm going to wait for, I will wait for somebody, and there will be a Messiah somewhere. The Messiah mentality is what is killing you. That Messiah, or the Messiah mentality is what is killing you. You mustn't allow that to happen. You mustn't allow that to happen. You need to begin to participate in your good morning, good morning. Please do share. You watch this is the name why the platform where we speak to power. On this platform, all we do is speak to power to empower you. We need you to really hold those words into office to account. You have the power to do so. In our community, the fear of not dying is killing us. The fear of not dying. Oh, somebody will, if I speak, they will kill me. People are dying already. People are being killed already. And I want you to understand that that is part of the problem right there. If you have that mentality of, oh, I don't want to get killed, what if, and fear paralyzes you. It's fear paralysis that's going on right now. Fear paralysis is paralyzing mentality. And we need to change that. Here, Maria. Oh, sorry. Maria. Welcome back. Welcome back. Yes. So, yeah, people are going for runs, and I'm not able to run. So, I just tag along and I watch. I'm on my scooter. That's fine for me. I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that. But what I want you to do, I really need you to understand that there is a role for you. You have a role to play in all of this, and you must take that role on willingly. You must take that role on. You see, the fear of, oh, I don't want to get shot. I don't want to get killed. Oh, what if that fear, we have to remove it completely. We have to remove it totally. We have to remove that fear totally from our minds, our mindset. Um, Mama, thank you. We've got to stop this fear mentality. We are so afraid. And you see, the church builds this fear mentality in you. The church builds this fear mentality in you. It says to you, um, hellfire. If you commit crime, if you commit sin, please, I need you to know the the colonials that brought that hellfire lie to make you afraid. They took your stuff. They took your artifacts. They took your spiritual artifacts. They took your gold. They're taking everything from you. And they're telling you to be afraid, to pray to something that while they're looting, you need to wake up from that mentality. Likewise, the Islamic people as well. So you need to wake up from this. It is very important. And that fear is making you paralyzed and you believe in it so much. They don't want you to think for yourself. They are controlling your mind. When they control your mind, they control your development. They control how you can hold your government to account. The same people who are in those religions, the same people who are in those religions of Islam and Christianity are the same people in government. And in fact, they fund the government. They fund the government builds churches and mosques, all to keep you in a mentally enslaved state. And it's time for you to wake up. I need you to understand that we must wake up. It is time, and it is time that we stop. I'm sorry about that. It's time that we stop believing in their lies. We have to wake up. We have to wake up and begin to realize that unless we take collective action ourselves, nothing will change. And I mean that. Unless we take collective action, nothing will change. And I'm here to urge you. Everything that's going on now, I don't have to tell you the stories about what is going on. But I want us, when we start changing our mindset from being begging, seeking help from others to solve our solution, and we start coming up with solutions ourselves, gradually, gradually, slowly but surely, I assure you, we will we will achieve those solutions. We will be able to put those solutions into practice without fear. These people have put fear in our minds, and that's what I want you to understand. They have put fear in our minds, and we need to really stop it. We need to reject it. We need to make sure that from here on, we do not allow them to put fear in our minds. That we are free, we are sovereign. That's why remind you, Section 14.2a. Section 14.2a, which states. All right. They'll be coming through in a minute. Yeah, I know. So, yeah, that's why I'm waiting here. So, you need to not put fear in your mind anymore. Do not allow fear to be in your mind. You need to free yourself from the fear. Oh, I'm going to get killed. Oh, this and that. It's all a lie. All right. It's all, it's all a ploy designed to to keep you enslaved. You must wake up. You must wake up. You need to hold. So I move this way. There you go. Okay. You must. You must hold. You must. You must hold. Hello. 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 So yeah, this is the park run here. Park run, and people are running, and we're gonna see them. Right.
All right, morning. All right. So there's a whole bunch of them doing a park run. So there she is. Okay. So yeah, um, yeah, might be a bit distracted, but we'll carry on. Keep going. So so what we need to do is to really begin to make sure that we as citizens we need to teach ourselves how to free ourselves. Those of us who are abroad, who are in functioning governments, we must begin to speak up, encourage those who are back home to hold those elected to office to account. They have that power. They have the power, and what we need to do is to get them to really, really take action themselves, and they have to stop believing in the lies of the religion. Those religions. Hi there. All right, morning. Good to see you. Yeah, good one. Keep it up. So, so what am I doing here? What am I here? I'm here because I really want you to understand that the struggle that we're going to struggle with is not going to be on social media. No, the way we are going to win this, get our people to hold those elected office to account is not going to be in the social media. No, it is going to be, it is going to be in the hearts and minds. We have to wake our people up. We've been put to sleep. We have been put to sleep. And we need to wake up. I'm going to do more shows. I'm going to talk about this as much as I can. But please, there's only one thing we need to be thinking of in our communities. I know, unfortunately, some people are going to spend hours and hours and hours and hours and hours praying in a mosque, and hours and hours and hours and hours and hours praying in a church, believing that that will solve the problem. It will never solve the problem. It won't. You need to solve your problem yourself. Stop waiting to be given food. Stop waiting to be for your roads to be done for you alone. You have to watch them. Our role is to participate in our governance. And how do we participate? It is through questioning them. The politicians are using the people we elect into office, they're using the money that they get that's meant to fix our roads, to threaten us, to enslave us, to panic us. They are how can they be given palliatives? That's not their role. A minister coming on air and blaming people for the fact that they say they're using too much electricity, forgetting that every amount used they pay for. And in fact, in that country, we are paying for darkness. Like I said before, the politicians have looted 2.74 trillion naira, money meant for electricity, and we are literally paying for darkness. And we are paying for darkness because we are not exercising our powers, like I stated now. We are not exercising our powers. Um, Again, let me just reiterate that. Let me reiterate the power in the sense of um, Section 1420. Sovereignty belongs to the people of Nigeria, from whom the government, through this constitution, derives all its powers and authority. We need to really begin to share that. Please do share the document. If you haven't shared it already, go ahead and share. Let me, one sec. I'm just going to just keep sharing it to reach as many people. Good morning, welcome to Season A, the platform where we speak to the power. This is an impromptu. This is really an impromptu discussion. We are not, no, the real, the real issue here is for us to begin to participate in our governance. We need to encourage each other. The fear of, oh, if I speak, the government will kill me. When we stand together in our communities, when we stand together, when there's 50, 60, or 100 of us in a community association, questioning your local government chairman, your state house of assembly members, your house of reps, your senators, your governors, when you are questioning them, what happens is it becomes clear to you that you possess those powers. But right now, These people, the people who are in government who are meant to be serving you, they are telling you what to do. They are telling you to go and pray in the church for the government to work, to go and pray in the mosque. That's not your job. They have no business to instruct you what to do. You have em- you have elected them into office via elections, or they appointed some of them in for after you elected them. You have told them to you their job is to fix your road, fix your water, fix your light, fix your schools, fix your bridges. And your job is to monitor them, to oversee what they're doing. I am sorry, I will say it again. You will never oversee any of the um, any of the uh, politicians from a church. I, all of us, I, or any of those houses where they're keeping taking your mind. They put your mind in there. That is why we have been indoctrinated. I keep telling you, we have been indoctrinated into religions of Islam and Christianity to keep us occupied and never hold our governor to account. Our role as sovereigns is to participate in our governance through questioning them. Section 14.2a gives us that power. And I'll state that 14.2a again. Section 14.2a states the participation by the people in the government shall be ensured in accordance with the provisions of this constitution. And I'll keep reiterating this point because we need our people to know it. They must know it. It's very, very. Hi there, how you doing? So yeah, apologies. I had to just take speak to a few people there. So we're back again. Yeah, please do share the broadcast. You're watching this in the Newa, the platform where we speak with power, and we're really trying to encourage our people to begin to hold those elected to office to account. See, if you're just gonna talk, if you're only gonna talk, if you're only gonna talk and talk and talk and pray in the church, you are doing what the government is asking you to do. What the government must be doing. Instead, it's the other way around. The government must do what you ask them to do. So we need to train our minds how to begin to put ourselves in a position where we can question our government. And fear will not. If you are afraid, if you have a mentality of being afraid, you will never do so. We need to inculcate the spirit of holding them to account, and that is why we need to teach ourselves about our rights in our community, in our local languages. In our local languages. Good morning to you. Thank you for joining. You're watching Cinewa, the platform where we speak to power. We must teach our people to exercise their powers of sovereignty. Under Section 42 it states, sovereignty belongs to the people of Nigeria, from whom the government, through this constitution, derives all its powers and authority. That's what it states. And you must, I encourage you to please let us use that. Let us make sure that our people begin to use those powers. We are the sovereigns, and they are answerable to you and I. The power they use in governing the government, they derive it from you and I. And every one of us must teach about this. Now, let me say it to you in Yoruba. I will read it to you in Yoruba because I know the Yoruba version of it. I've done it in Igbo, I've done it in Hausa, even in Pidgin English. Now, the Yoruba version of 1420. Ìjọba jẹ́ ti àwọn èèyàn Nàìjíríà láti ọ̀dọ̀ ní ìjọba nípasẹ̀ òfin orílẹ̀-èdè nígbà gbogbo agbára àti àṣẹ rẹ̀. I'll read it to you one more time in Yorùbá. Ìjọba jẹ́ ti àwọn ènìyàn Nàìjíríà láti ọ̀dọ̀ ní ìjọba nípasẹ̀ òfin orílẹ̀-èdè nígbà gbogbo agbára àti àṣẹ rẹ̀, which translates to sovereignty belongs to the people of Nigeria, from whom the government, through this constitution, derives its powers and authority. So it's very, very important that that message gets out there and we begin to empower people. We need them to know it. We need our market women, our farmers, our organizers, our going sellers, hairdressers, shoemakers, all of us in our community. Our role is to monitor our governance. From the age of 4, our children should know this because the government, successive governments have made it a, a must for us to learn about religion of Islam and Christianity to keep us subservient. We need to break free from that cycle. Without breaking free, we will not get the roads, the water, the light, the schools, the bridges, the healthcare, the safety, the security that we need. and we will forever be serving those who are supposed to serve us, the people. So we need to change that mindset. So Section 14(2)(c) states, and this is the power you will need to participate in your governance. Second power, the participation by the people in the government shall be ensured in accordance with the provisions of this constitution. What does that mean? It means now that, I'll say it in Yoruba, ìkópa àwọn ènìyàn nínú ìjọba wọn gbọ́dọ̀ rí dájú ní ìbámu pẹ̀lú àwọn òfin orílẹ̀-èdè. That means that you can participate in your governance through questioning them. You need to build that in the community. Please. The idea that, oh, if you stand up, you will be killed. It is designed to make every community be afraid. If you all stand together in your community, if you all stand together in your community, committed to focusing on achieving the collective goal of improving your community through ensuring that the government fixes your roads, fixes your water, fixes your life, fixes your school, fixes your bridges. And that way, you stand together, you call a town hall meeting. Number one, first you protest. After protest, all of you at the protest come together within your community, create a local community association if you haven't got one. Now, please, I know that there are some local community associations out there, but unfortunately, they have been infiltrated. They have been infiltrated by the government because the government gives money to one or two to keep you all quiet, to keep you divided. You need to focus on what you need. If 20, 30, 40, 50, 60 of a community stands together and they do not allow, and anybody says, oh, don't worry, the government is doing it, know that they are the government agent. You need to be aware of that. Without you taking that action collectively and being committed to this, you cannot achieve the infrastructure you need. The churches and the mosque, right there, right there, morning. The churches and the mosque, they will never, ever, ever, hear me now, they will never, ever provide. The churches and the mosque will never provide you with solution to what is going on now. The government are building churches with the money meant for fixing your roads. They are building mosques with the money meant to fixing your roads. These are the things that we're saying. So please, as you're watching, please do share this broadcast. You of course watch it to the Newa, the platform where we speak truth. But I'll be back later on. I'm going to be in the studio in between today, and do work some do more broadcasts on the platform. Please, the best way you can help us share this message is sharing the message. Subscribe to us. We welcome super chats. Join us on TikTok. Join us on Instagram. Join us on Facebook. Join us on X. Join us on TikTok. Um, I'll go on TikTok in a minute and talk as well. But honestly speaking, without us all taking collective action, nothing will change. And it is time that we change what is going on. If we do not take collective action, we will, in 10 years' time, we will be the same position. We can no longer allow fear to dominate our lives. And every time you go to the church, they talk about hellfire and they say, cover yourself with the blood of Jesus. It's all a lie. It's a lie designed to keep you enslaved mentally so you never hold your governance to account. Every time they go to go to the mosque, everything they're telling you is a lie, all designed to keep you enslaved. And it is time that you understand that. Begin to take action. I am on it. Right there. Begin to take action. Begin to take control of your own destiny and that of the coming generation. We have to teach them how to do things. Our entire society has been indoctrinated, and I will come and talk more about that. And we need to talk about the danger, the fear. Again, I've been saying it. This fear of, oh, I'm going to get shot. We need to dispel that fear from our communities. It's time for us to come together as communities and begin to hold those we elected in office to account. Just before I go, I'm going to read to you section 14.2a, and I need you to share this. It states, the participation by the people in the government shall be ensured in accordance with the provisions of this constitution. So it's really important that what you do from here on, is begin to participate in your government. Of course, 14 states, so let me say it again, 14 states, sovereignty belongs to the people of Nigeria, from whom the government, through this constitution, derives all its powers and authority. That's section 14. Please share this message. We need you to be thinking about solutions. One of the solutions for you is to know your rights. Once you know those rights, now, of course, the next step is to use those rights. And section 14(2)(c) is very, very key. The participation by the people in the government shall be ensured in accordance with the provisions of this Constitution. That's section 14(2)(c). What that gives you is the power to participate in the governance through questioning those you elect into office, those you elect into office. You can hold them to account. You can, for example, you have the right to demand what they're doing with the monthly allocation that they're getting in across the entire community. You have the power to call in your local government chairman, your state house assembly members, house of reps, your senators, governors. You can call them to a town hall meeting, but you need to have a collective, a group of you, 20, 30, 40, 50, working together, refusing to allow those in government to divide you because they use this division to keep themselves in power. You need to stand together. If you want that school, that road in your community, you need to make sure you have it. So that's what I'm encouraging you to do. One second, please. One second. Yeah. So what am I saying? I'm basically telling you all that we have the power to make this change. We should stop being afraid. You know, we need to stop being afraid. We need to call to teach ourselves. You know what is life is this? Let me tell you something. You know what is sad? What is really sad? Gratitude. How to be afraid of being alive. Every time you go to a church, every time you go to a mosque, and you pray, and you bring the children, and they always target the youth. They start young. It's indoctrination that we don't know we're doing. And by doing so, we are ensuring that the roads, the water, the lights, the schools, the bridges, the healthcare, the safety security that we need will never materialize. It's time to break this cycle of indoctrination. And only you and I, by working together collectively on a regular basis, all the time, empowering our people, empowering ourselves, reminding ourselves about our shared this just talking alone, we prepare to stand together. So-called royals will say, if you do it, you will be killed. And you be quiet. Don't do it. Don't do that. It's nonsense. I urge you all. That's section 42. Sovereignty belongs to Nigeria for whom the government has constitutional powers and authority. 42. Section 42. The participation of the people in the government shall be ensured in accordance with the provisions of this constitution, which means that do not allow anybody to frighten you. We need to build stronger communities. And we build stronger communities through sharing information that will help the community to be able to hold the government to account so that you can get the water, the light, the road, the schools, the bridges, the healthcare, safety, security. Ladies and gentlemen, you've been listening to this platform. If this message resonates with you, please do share. Don't forget to subscribe, hit the notification button, of course, give us thumbs up. For now, I want to thank you very much for joining me. I'll be back later. Thank you and bye for now. Bye for now.